Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to your stretch break today. My name is Elena, and we are going to start in our chairs. Make sure you have a somewhat solid or stable chair. If you have rolly wheels, either see if you can lock them up or put them against something just so that you won't roll around too much. We are going to start towards the end of our chair. You don't want to be leaning too far back, so think of sitting up nice and tall. And you can go ahead and you can shut the eyes. We're just going to take a couple nice deep breaths. I like to do one hand on my chest, one hand on my belly. And I want you to inhale and just take a couple nice deep breaths, letting the air fill the lungs and fill the stomach. Inhale. Good. And let those hands just hang down by the sides, shoulders down and back. Go ahead and bring the chin down to the chest. Hold here. Slowly rock the head side to side, keeping the chin down. So just stretching the back and the sides of the neck. And then bring the right ear over to the right shoulder. Extend that left arm out, pulling that shoulder down, creating that nice stretch down all the way through. Good. Bring it up, look over that right shoulder. And back to center. We're going to bring left ear, left shoulder. Extend that right arm out. Good. Bring it down. And then turn, look over that left shoulder. Good. Back to center. From here, we're going to roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Reverse. Good. Bring those hands to the shoulders and then draw little circles with the elbows. Make them a little bit bigger and reverse. Good. All right. Both hands come to the knees. We're going to take that right hand. We're going to bring it up in front. Bring it all the way up. Rotate it back, opening the chest up to the side and bringing it back over in front. Same thing. So it's like you're doing a backstroke. Bring it up. Palm rotates out to the back. We rotate around. Bring it back down. Same thing on the right and left. Good. From here, we're going to lean slightly forward in the chair. So scooch towards the end, and we are going to lean forward. I want you to bring the knees apart so that way you can lean forward, keeping a flat back. So flat back, reach the arms straight out in front, and then just reach with a flat back down until you feel those hamstrings and inner thighs kick in. Now, this might be enough for you, or if you want a modified position, go knees and elbows, or elbows on the knees. If you want to increase the stretch here, you can curve the spine over, come down and try to touch the floor. You can touch the feet. Slowly bring it back up. Good. All right. We're going to take those feet back together, extend the right leg out straight. And I just want you to focus on pulling the toes back towards you. So getting a nice stretch throughout that leg. And then point the foot, flex. You can pick it up off the ground, point and flex. And then a couple circles in both directions with that right foot. And then switch, left leg extends out. We pull the toes back, pressing that heel down, and then point, flex, point, flex, circles. Good. All right, both feet out in front. Take a double leg stretch. Good. Bring those legs back in, bend the knees. We're going to go to figure 4 stretch. You can cross at the ankles, open the knees, and lean forward as a modified position, or you can bring that right leg up, crossing it over, hanging out here if that's enough stretch for you. Otherwise, use that right elbow to help guide gently that right knee down and out. The more forward lean that you get with this, a little bit stronger stretch in that hip. And switch. Cross that leg over, holding around the ankle and leaning forward. Starting with a flat back, and then once you reach how far you can go, then you can curve it over and bring it in a little bit more. Good. Sitting it up. All right, we're gonna go back up to our upper body. We're gonna take that right hand, bring it across the body, looping that left arm through, and then think of pulling the bicep into your chest, squeezing it in rather than pulling it over. It's really more of a pull in to create that stretch behind that shoulder blade on the right side. And slowly release. Right arm is going to come up, reaching down behind the back as far as you can get it. Use that left hand to help stay within a comfy range of motion. If you want to increase your stretch here, you can lean away slightly towards the left to increase the stretch there. Now, what we want to look out for when we are stretching overhead is that our ribs aren't doing this. We're not flaring them out. Try to keep everything back in line. And same thing, other side. Left arm crosses over. Give it a pull into the chest. Reach it up and back. Leaning away if you need to. And slowly release. Taking the hands either behind the back or holding onto the back of your chair, whatever is feels a little bit better. Scooch towards the end, give yourself some space. Interlock those hands together, shoulders back and down. Couple deep breaths here. If you'd like to increase this stretch, you can hinge it forward and let those arms come up into the air. That is also an option. Bring it back up. We are going to come to standing, working on those hip flexors and hamstrings a little bit more. All right. Back of the chair. You're going to step it out. And we're going to come into an L pose. So basically sitting the hips back so that the feet are under the hips. Hands are reaching out in front, biceps to ears. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can. If you can't, a slight bend is a-okay. It will actually help stretch those hamstrings a little bit more with a nice soft bend in the knees. And then I want you to bend the knees a little bit more and straighten best you can for 1. Bend, straighten for 2. Bend for 3 and straighten. Hold it here, walk it in. Oh. All right, we're gonna go into our hip flexor. Use the chair for some support, but we're gonna go right leg in front. sit that left leg back really as far as you can. You don't have to be low. It's not a full lunge. We're just focusing the stretch on that back left foot. So starting with a calf stretch. So think of pressing the heel down onto the floor and then lift the heel, press yourself forward and target the stretch into that hip flexor. Make sure that that is not turned out and open. Think of closing the hip down, facing the ground. You can take the hands off the chair if you're feeling good. You can add a slight rotation away from that left leg just to add a little bit more stretch throughout that leg. Good. Bring it up. Switch legs. Right leg back. And then pressing the heel down in the back to get that nice stretch throughout the Achilles, calf, all the good stuff. And then go ahead, shift your weight slightly forward, let that heel pop up and focus the stretch on that right hip flexor facing front. And you can add in a little rotation, more to the diagonal, then back to center. Good. Stand it together, reach for that left ankle. Going for a little bit of a quad stretch here. Now, a lot of the times we get this. Think of standing up nice and straight, keeping the knees pretty much in line with each other. And then think of slowly pressing your hips forward. You will feel a lot more stretch down the front, so take it carefully. Good, and release, shake it out. We're gonna do the same thing in the front. We're gonna take the ankle and just hold it, let the knee come outwards again. If you can't reach it, you're gonna just cross it over. And you can always sit it backwards or cross it on the floor. Just another version of that figure 4. Good, and we're gonna switch. Go ahead and reach for that right ankle. Good, pressing those hips forward a little bit and then release, take it out in front. Get a little bit of external rotation in that hip. Good. All right, we're gonna do let's do 3 roll downs. So you're just gonna keep about feet hip width apart. You're gonna tuck the chin. I want you to think of moving through every vertebrae one at a time. So we slide the hands down as we tuck the chin. We roll through the spine. You're gonna go down as low as you are comfortable going. And then slowly reverse, rolling it back up. Head is the last thing to come up, and then we repeat. Tuck the chin, shoulders roll forward, curving the spine over, rolling through. Helps get all of that spinal fluid moving throughout our spine. One more time. And then we're going to finish with a little balance, because balance is just as important as mobility and flexibility. All right, face front. You're going to take your right leg, pick it up in front. Modified is just tapping the toe here, okay? Lift and hold. If you're feeling good and you want to challenge, go ahead and look over your right shoulder. Back to center. Look over the left. Back to center. And switch. And pick up that left. Hold here. Core is strong. We should feel really solid. And if you need that chair, that's where this comes in handy. Either pop the toe with no hand or lift with a light touch on the chair. Look over that left shoulder. center over the right. And center. Good. Drop that leg down. Shake out those legs. Couple shoulder rolls. Roll out the wrists a few times. Circle them around. Hands together. Press. And take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Stretch it out. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining.